Federal government moves to curb state control of local government funds. Reps open probe into federal airports and seaport concessions. And 58.47 trillion naira 2026 budget scores second reading in the House. Hello and welcome to You and Your Reps, where decisions in the House meet the people they affect. I am Victor Azo. Thank you for joining us. The federal government says it is moving to end state government's interference in local government funds, with plans to set up a monitoring committee under the supervision of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission. The disclosure was made as the Federal Ministry of Finance and its agencies kicked off the 2026 budget defense at the House of Representatives.
The House Committee on Finance takes the lead in drilling into the 2026 budget proposals of ministries and agencies, scrutinizing the 14.32 billion expenditure of the Federal Ministry of Finance for 2026, while demanding accountability for some 2025 line items.
You only accounted for 37 million. You said one is 25, another one is 12. So you still have 11 million outstanding unaccounted for. And then we want to see the treasury receipt of the remittance of the 48.5.
Personnel 4.4, overhead 4.5. Then your capital goes to 200 billion, which is contradicting the capital you have on page 29.
The figure as presented to us, I think, by Budget Office, they captured the debt servicing. It is not part of our normal capital budget. It is actually debt servicing.
For the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, its review of the National Revenue Sharing Formula is almost completed, while review of the remuneration of political office holders has been concluded and a report submitted to the President. The Commission also revealed that its ongoing nationwide oil asset verification exercise is backed by technology to improve the integrity of revenue figures.
My people spent 3 to 4 months in the field. Some of them went to the creek water up to here, sir, to identify those oil assets that we have in Nigeria. And by the time we finish, sir, when Mr. President receive this report, this country will shake, sir, and I'm not making it up. The commission will establish a local government committee now, just like we used to do before Supreme Court said we were busybodies. But now it's going to come. We will monitor every single local government in Nigeria. I'm glad that Mr. President spoke to the governors. He said, if you don't allow this thing, I will issue an executive order.
More agencies are expected to appear for budget defense in the coming days.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has opened an investigation into the concessioning of all federal air and seaport terminals, as well as related shipping activities carried out between 2006 and 2025. An ad hoc committee set up for the probe has invited relevant government agencies and concessionaires to account for their roles and operations during the period under review.
The federal government's decision to concession key national assets, including airports and seaports, was to modernize infrastructure and improve service delivery as well as revenue generation. Nearly 2 decades after the commencement of the concession arrangements, the House of Representatives says a comprehensive review of their outcomes is necessary, following complaints of operational challenges and systemic gaps within the concession framework. Kolawole Akinlayo, who chairs the ad hoc committee, hints that the investigation will focus on compliance with applicable laws and revenue performance, among other critical areas.
We will also hear from the users of the system, labor unions, freight forwarders, airline, shipping operators on operational realities and service outcomes. Independent experts, auditors will be invited to provide objective assessment of the economic and governance impact.
We envision ports that are efficient, corruption-free, digitally driven, investor-friendly, and capable of supporting Nigeria's ambition as West Africa's logistic and maritime hub.
Agencies expected to appear before the House for the investigation include the Nigerian Ports Authority, concessionaires, Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, Nigeria Customs Service, the Bureau of Public Procurement, and the Nigeria Shippers Council.
And the House of Representatives has set up a bipartisan conference committee to work with the Senate in harmonizing differences in the Electoral Act Amendment Bill passed by both chambers. House spokesman Akin Rotimi says the move follows legislative procedure ahead of the final passage of the bill by the National Assembly. The conference committee is chaired by Representative Adebayo Balogun with Fred Agbedi, Sada Soli, Ahmed Jaha, Igariwe Enwo, Saidu Abdullahi and Zainab Gimba as members. The House says the step reinforces its commitment to electoral reforms that promotes transparency, credibility and public confidence in Nigeria's democratic process. In the meantime, the 58.47 trillion naira 2026 appropriation bill has passed second reading in the House of Representatives, paving the way for ministries, departments and agencies to begin budget defense sessions. Lawmakers approved the money bill without dissent, a move aimed at fast-tracking the passage of the 2026 budget.
Following an executive session, House Majority Leader Julius Ihonviri led the debate on the general principles of the 2026 Federal Spending Plan, called the Budget of Consolidation, Renewed Resilience and Shared Prosperity. He acknowledged the federal government's priorities on defense and security, infrastructure, education as well as health as being people-oriented and crucial for economic growth.
Of which capital expenditure will be 26.08 trillion. And I think this is a mark of commitment to sustainable development where your capital is higher than recurrent.
You all know that 70% of this budget we are talking about has already been debated earlier in 2025. So there is very little that is new.
The lead debate was unanimously adopted without any dissenting opinion.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it.
The House adopted motions on the urgent need for agricultural recovery initiatives for agrarian communities affected by insecurity, especially in the Northeast.
By providing timely access to farm inputs, credit support, extension services to restore livelihoods and boost food production.
The House mandated the Committee on Agricultural Production Services to carry out an investigation into the circumstance leading to the non-releases of this intervention fund and report back to the House in 2 weeks.
Also adopted was a motion to investigate alleged discriminatory practices by the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital in the recruitment of resident doctors for 1 year mandatory housemanship.
Disturbed that the Chief Medical Director of the UCTH, Professor Ikpeme, rejected the entire list of 17 names on the ground that 15 of the 17 names are of Igbo extraction. This House frowns at the conduct of this highly placed federal officer that encourages brain drain.
Now, beyond debates and bills, representation also shows up at the grassroots. The Deputy House Leader and member representing Ampa, Omala, Olamaboro Federal Constituency, Abdullahi Ibrahim Ali, widely known as Halims, recently took his legislative work home with an empowerment program for his constituents. Here is how it went down.
The true measure of leadership is not found in the eloquence of floor debates, but in the tangible transformation of lives within the constituency. In a historic move that has sent ripples of hope across Kogi State, the member representing the Ankpa, Omala, and Olama Borough Federal Constituency and Deputy Majority Leader of the House of Representatives, the Right Honorable Abdullahi Ibrahim Halims, has officially flagged off a multi-million naira intervention. This initiative, famously dubbed the Halims Mega Empowerment Program, stands as a beacon of economic liberation. It is a strategic response to the call for self-reliance, designed to inject vitality into small-scale businesses and provide a lifeline to thousands of households navigating the complexities of the 2026 economic landscape. The sheer scale of the distribution is unprecedented. The arena is a sea of opportunity, from a fleet of automobiles and tricycles for enhanced logistics to industrial sewing machines, grinding mills, power generators, and advanced irrigation pumping machines.
Let me assure you that this empowerment program is not the end, but a beginning again. We've invested for the interest of our community for the past 2 years in training and empowerment only, well over 10 billion. But a beginning again for the year ahead. We are determined to do more. More empowerment, more advocacy, more development initiatives, more strategic interventions that will place our people and the Akwa Federal constituency on a stronger economic footing. Beyond empowerment, I solemnly promise you quality, courageous, and people-focused representation at the National Assembly. Representation that speaks for the voiceless, attracts development, defends the interests of our constituency, and aligns fully with the progressive vision of Kogi State government under His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo. The flower boy! Let me also thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for working effectively to revive our nation economy and for the current security engagement that is tackling the country's security challenges head-on, now in alignment with our own Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo.
Beyond tools for trade, the intervention includes sophisticated medical equipment designed for local health centers, ensuring that the Halims effect touches the very health and well-being of the elderly and the vulnerable. The Deputy Rep's Majority Leader was quick to align his vision with the broader state agenda. He paid a glowing tribute to the Executive Governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo. Halims noted that the Governor Ododo's mix philosophy of grassroots development has provided the enabling environment for federal lawmakers to synergize effectively with the state. This partnership is what Halims credits for the seamless execution of such a massive logistical undertaking.
The government is happy with me, the constituents are happy with me, and in my inner mind I'm happy with myself. And what does that translate to? It translates to more struggle for my people. And as you know, I am determined to move on, succeed, and get more dividends of democracy for my people. I want to use this opportunity once again to thank Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu, my Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, and again my Speaker, who is my direct boss today, the person of Ian Zozo, His Excellency Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, with his support and wisdom in making me one of the 10 wise men among the 360 people. I thank God and I appreciate wonderfully all the marvelous, things God has done for me.
The accolades flowed from every pillar of society, from the political leadership to the sacred halls of traditional authority.
Let me begin by sincere commending Right Honorable Halims for his commitment to the welfare of his constituents. It is a clear demonstration of leadership with a human face. When a representative remembers his people, not only during elections, but through deliberate actions like this, it shows a deep sense of responsibility and service.
The Vice President of the Ankpa Progressive Forum, Alhaji Hassan Yakubu, reminded the audience that Halims' impact is also legislative, citing the landmark bill for the upgrade of the Ankpa General Hospital to a federal medical center as a game changer for regional health care.
Halims has given us a voice. Like the bill for the upgrading of Ankpa Federal Medical Center, Ankpa General Hospital to Federal Medical Center. Because this is a facility that is catering for almost about 10 million population. And that we have lost a lot of life because of medical tourism. But Halims has moved a motion for the upgrading of Ankpa General Hospital to Federal Medical Center. The same Halims has moved a motion for the creation of Okura State. And inshallah, if the bill for the upgrading of Ankpa General Hospital to a federal medical facility is being done, and the creation of Okura State, we have no reason. We are giving Tinubu the 1.something million vote.
Compassion was the theme of the day. In a moving display of the program, a pay-it-forward spirit, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Immunization, Honorable Comfort Onoja, immediately donated her allocated grinding machine to a widow in her ward, an act that epitomizes the culture of empathy Honorable Halims has fostered.
Honorable Halims is a capacity leader, is somebody who can wipe the tears of the less privileged, and in above all, I want everybody to emulate him.
I'm here to thank him for all what he has been done for us, not only today. He has been doing it, not only today. We really appreciate. We Olamaboro, Omala, Ankpa, we are all here to appreciate for him a lot. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Honorable Halims, give me machine. I'm doing local medias, but he recommended me. I'm very so much. I'm greeting him long life and prosperity.
I was given 3 motorcycles by Distinguished Honorable Halims, a member representing Ankpa, Omala, and Olamabro Federal Constituency. We have today as his mega empowerment day. And you can see everybody is happy. We're all celebrating him. He's a man of integrity, a man of his words. We are proud of him. He has really done well. He has really represented us very, very well at the National Assembly. So we're happy to have him and we're proud of him. We'll continue to work for him. We'll continue to support him in the rain, in the sun. We'll continue to support Honorable Halims.
We thank him. He has demonstrated leadership. He has demonstrated love. We appreciate him. And it's our fervent prayer that the Almighty God will continue to give him good health and the wisdom to do more for his people. And let me use this opportunity to say, since the advent of the Republic, we have had representatives from this federal constituency. I think it's about the 5th person. I stand to be corrected, and I'll challenge anybody to that. None has done what he has been doing since he came in as a member of the House of Representatives, representing the good people of Ankpa, Omala, Olamabro Federal Constituency. He's always setting a pace, he's setting a standard. He has set a new standard, for the people of Kogi, and of course for the entire Kogi state. It's wonderful. The people are happy. We thank God for today.
60% of Ankpa youths have been empowered by Honorable Halims. And we are with him right from time. And we'll be with him up to today, and we are going to be with him till tomorrow.
As the 2025 and 2026 legislative year unfolds, the Halims Mega Empowerment Program serves as a vivid reminder that when leadership is intentional, the results are transformative.
Halims is the one man sabi. I beg go Halims is the man we sabi. Halim na man we sabi. Talk about to be na man we sabi. Education na man we sabi. Human development yes.
With promises of more developmental initiatives on the horizon, the people of Ankpa, Omala, and Olamaboro can look forward to a future defined by growth, advocacy, and a representative who truly hears their heartbeat.
It's not about election, it's about giving back to the society, giving back to the constituents, because that is why we are here. And once you fail in doing so, you failed the people. And you know, you are not the best, but it's opportunity given to you by God through them. That is why we must constantly be in touch with them. And it's not just this we've done for them. We've given employment opportunities.
And this week on Legislative Terms and Tools, we are unpacking a phrase that often signals movement between the two chambers of the National Assembly. Message from the other chamber. What does it mean? Why does it matter? And how does it move legislation forward? We asked Chairman of the House Committee on Rules and Business, Francis Waive, to explain.
Message from the other chamber is a necessity in a bicameral legislature. The chambers communicate themselves, particularly because whatever they do must have concurrence. The two chambers must work together. So there are situations where, on a bill, for instance, a chamber might decide this way, the other chamber decides the other way. Then there will become a need for there to be a conference committee, members selected from each chamber to meet together to take a decision. A message will come from the chamber A, say the Senate, saying that these are the people they've selected. Then chamber B, say the House of Reps, who say these are the people they have selected. So such messages come from time to time to help both houses to work together in agreement, to achieve concurrence, agreement on particular issues. So on the agenda every day, there's a message, a provision for message from the other chamber. In the House of Reps, we'll say a message from the Senate. In the Senate, they will say a message from the House of Reps. When there is none, there's none. They skip to the next item. But when there is one, it's announced, and if it's for a conference committee, for instance, it is constituted.
And that's you and your reps for this week. We thank you for watching. I'm Victor. I'll see you next time.